So hi everyone, my name is Bele. I'm one of the developers here at Jadu and Spacecraft. Let's start doing some small exercises. And then at the end, we're gonna show some already available widgets that you guys already have. So they're already in core, but we're gonna discuss it and see some approaches that developers use to get some logic or to get some data to be displayed. So let's create a simple widget that only has the public part, and the HTML should contain like an iframe which loads a weather widget. So essentially what we are interested at this point is to create a widget in the widget manager and use that widget in a homepage designer, and that widget should contain like a weather widget that you can find everywhere on the web, which should load on the front end. So I already took the liberty to search for free HTML weather widgets. There's a weatherwidget.io where you can just put your location and it will generate a code. So it will generate like an IREF code and then some JavaScript code. So we'll put the HTML in the public PHP part and the JavaScript in the public.js part. So I simply created a public.php file on my local computer, which I created a div with a weather widget, and I copy pasted the weather code that they gave us. In this case is the New York weather, as well as a public.javascript, which is essentially the snippet that they give us. So this is just the public PHP, just the public.javascript, and just for ease of use, I zipped them under widget_1 zip so that I can easily upload the code into the control center in the widget manager. So let's start creating the widget and upload the code there. So here in settings, widget manager, we have all the available widgets, and these are the out-of-the-box widgets. And if we want to add a new widget that we created, we're gonna click upload new widget. And let's call this weather simple weather widget. And at this point, we can upload the code through a zip file, or first we're gonna save the widget and then manually upload the public PHP and the public JavaScript. So let's select the code, exercises 1, widget 1. And here we can set the default width of the widget, which is standard at 50%, and where it's gonna be visible and everything. Let's leave everything on default and upload widget. Okay, so now the widget was uploaded, and if we want to manually enter the widget code, we can see that the backend system already picked the code that we had like in public PHP and in front-end JavaScript, and we don't have any settings for this widget. So after we save the widget in the widget manager, now at this point it's available in the homepage designer. So let's go in the homepage designer in public homepages, and I already created a homepage, a main homepage, and it's empty at this point. So in the widget section in the left-hand side, let's scroll a bit down, I think, till we find our widget. Yeah. So we have simple weather widget, and we're gonna drag and drop in the first row. And at this point, after we drag drop, it will create like a preview. And the preview essentially tries to load the public part of the widget, but just the HTML. Here we have two buttons for the widget. We have the settings button and delete button. So at any time we can remove the widget and re-add it, and the settings button. But in this case, the widget doesn't have any settings. These two are the standard settings where we can combine widget, or we can select widgets, or we can select styles. So it doesn't have any particular widget configuration. So we simply dragged and dropped. We're gonna save. We're gonna publish the homepage. We're gonna prove and publish. and we're gonna view it live. So automatically the homepage was loaded, and the backend system detected that we have a widget, we have the public PHP, public JavaScript, and it compiled the JavaScript and it executed the public PHP part. And essentially, the JavaScript was loaded and the widget was displayed. So at this point in time, this is the widget. This is the simple widget where it loaded everything that it's received, and as simple as it gets. When you select the widget, you can make it 100% width and it will display as a complete row, or you can create a new row and add any other widgets, and you can stack them and put them, like you want latest news, for example, or you want a content widget, you can put a content widget and the latest news widget. Exactly the same as a standard widget, you can use your custom created widget.